Cable 7 and 103.7 WTIB present Talk of the Town with Henry Hinton. News, sports, and community information and everything that's going on around town. Now, with Talk of the Town, here's your host, Henry Hinton.
Welcome back. Talk of the Town. Abruptly. I'm Doug Raymond sitting in for Henry Hinton. McGee is here.
Morning, Doug.
Good morning, sir. It has been a good morning thus far, and we hope hour number 2 is just as good. Phone lines are open, 561-8255, 561-8255. And from WITN 7, who, as I was saying last hour, I got a tour of the studio over there, and it was just quite impressive. Mark Kettner's in. And Mark, you got some news for us this morning?
I do. Good morning, Doug. 2 people who were supposed to be leading a life-saving emergency squad have now been charged with stealing money from the volunteer organization. Police say embezzlement spans 10 years between the 2 directors. Snow Hill Police Chief John Ray tells us Sue Ann Farmer and Patsy Caraway Ransom were arrested on March 19th. Both charged with felony embezzlement. Investigators say Ransom embezzled nearly $132,000 during her 8 years as director of Snow Hill EMS. Farmer is accused of taking $16,000 during her 2 years and 4 months in the same job. Once a new director came on board, police say questions came about the missing money that turned into an investigation, and now these charges are in front of these folks. Records show both women have bonded out of jail. While Farmer is due in court today for a felony embezzlement charge, Ransom is due before a judge on April 25th. Today marks a difficult but historic day in Eastern Carolina. 30 years ago today, the worst and deadliest tornado outbreak to hit our area in the 20th century took place. It's a day many have never forgotten. Without the weather technology, radars, and social media we have today, tracking storms 3 decades ago was very difficult. A number of EF4 tornadoes cut a swath of destruction from South Carolina to Duplin, Pitt, Perquimans counties, and it came late in the evening. The National Weather Service issued severe weather warnings that day, but information never flowed quickly. Tonight on WITN at 6 p.m., we'll talk to a survivor of the deadly tornado in Pitt County where 6 people died that night. In Beaufort County, a local hospital slated to close Tuesday will stay open for 3 more months. That's the outcome of mediation talks between Vidant Health Systems and the NAACP over Vidant Pungo Hospital in Belhaven. The deal will give more time to raise $1 million split between the Belhaven and Hyde counties, so Beaufort County can make good on their $2 million loan to help keep the hospital open. Also, over the next 3 months, Vidant says it will help them establish a representative community-based board that will accept full operating control of the hospital in a transfer by July 1st. Belhaven Mayor O'Neill says he's happy with the latest development, and Vidant has also notified hospital employees that they will keep their positions through June 30th and says they hope will keep their positions past that date. Vidant planned on closing the hospital, citing high operating costs, as they are planning to replace it with a 24-hour clinic. 3 political headliners, one who's seen his name in Broadway lights, are making their way east today. Today is the 2014 Young, College, and Teen Democrats of North Carolina State Convention. The event kicks off at 3 today with Senator Kay Hagan at the Greenville Convention Center. The College Democrats are hosting a gala tonight at the East Carolina Heart Institute, that event featuring Clay Aiken of American Idol and Broadway stage fame. He's now running for Congress. Then Attorney General Roy Cooper will be speaking at the keynote luncheon and awards recognition ceremony Saturday afternoon. Keith Crisco, who's also running for Congress, will be at the Greenville Museum of Art for the Rural Caucus Gathering. Organizers say you can get tickets for these events online or at the door. On the other side of the political coin, Governor Pat McCrory and conservative commentator Ann Coulter are just 2 of the people expected at today's annual Conservative Leadership Conference in Raleigh. About 500 people are expected to attend the event organized by the right-leaning Civitas Institute. Republicans control both the General Assembly and hold the Executive Mansion simultaneously for the first time in more than 140 years. And finally, in Morehead City, a chunk of Coast Guard history is docking along the Crystal Coast today. The Coast Guard Cutter Eagle tall ship is 295 feet long, boasting a hefty title, the largest tall ship flying the Stars and Stripes. It was built 78 years ago in Hamburg, Germany. It was taken by the United States as our country and Germany made amends after World War II. Now it serves as a floating classroom of sorts for future Coast Guard officers. The Eagle is portside in Morehead City from today through Monday, and you can take a free tour Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. And that's your WITN News Update.
Well, thank you, Mark. And I hate to be critical, but we had this discussion just moments ago about being careful of the words you used, and I believe in one of those stories I don't want to try to be the PC police here on you, but didn't you mention something about a gala and Clay Aiken in the same sentence?
I did.
I believe I would refer to that as a what's the other pronunciation for it? A gala. A gala. Let's do gala instead of gala. Next
Must be
time
where
we read
I'm
that.
from. We call it gala.
Well, let's change the pronunciation in the
Okay.
next story before we start getting letters.
I'll work
There's
on that.
really no way around that one, I think. There's really no way around that one.
Love us some Clay now.
Yeah.
All right. Weather. Clouds with occasional thunder showers this afternoon. High 72, winds out of the south at 10 to 20. The chance of rain, 60%. Guess what? That means you're going to get wet. Bring an umbrella tonight. Showers in the evening are going to become steady. Just a steady rain overnight. You could have see as much as a half an inch of rain by the time the morning sun rises. And then Saturday, it's the weekend. What do you got to look forward to? Rain and thunderstorms. A few storms may be severe, high of 69, the chance of rain 80%. And then Saturday night, thunderstorms, and then cloudy with rain likely overnight. The low down to 52 as that weather, the temperature starts to drop a little bit. And then even more on Sunday, more rain, highs in the mid-50s, lows in the low 40s. And I believe your weather is sponsored
By Seaboard Security Systems. It only takes seconds, guys, for a burglar to break into your home or office, so act quickly and call Seaboard Security Systems in Washington to protect your belongings. Seaboard Security has specialized in securing museums, banks, homes, and offices for 50 years. With Seaboard Security, you talk to a local person to change your code or address billing issues. At Seaboard Security, protecting your home or office with top-of-the-line security is a top priority. So visit SeaboardSecurity.com for more information, or call them up, 252-975-2869. That's Seaboard Security Systems in Washington.
Gala. That's
Gala.
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 Gala?
Gala. You
We
could go
want
gala.
to go gala, not
Yes.
gala.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
If I'm appearing, go gala. There's nobody's going to say anything about me. Clay Aiken,
Gala.
let's go gala. Okay.
Okay.
I'm looking out for you.
I appreciate
I'm
that.
looking out for you. Thankfully, we have none of those political correctness problems in sports. And McGee
hope
is
not.
here with lots going on in sports, especially that NCAA Sweet 16 coming up here very shortly, and it's getting down to the final few teams, and we're going to see who the Cinderellas are and who the teams that were predicted to go along. Duke, it's just so funny. Did you see the thing? I'm a little off topic here. Did you see the thing that Colbert did on the first congressional district?
Yes, we played that.
Oh my gosh, was that funny?
Very funny. Yes.
And then the thing about Duke, and he kept going back to Duke and busting the brackets. But I don't know if there's ever been a bracket buster like that, because everybody jumps on Duke. And,
They do.
So I think Buffett's money is safe. All right, what do you got for sports?
Now, speaking of Cinderellas, Dayton appears to be the lone Cinderella right now. The 11th seed Flyers beat Stanford Thursday night 82-72, advancing to their first Elite Eight since 1984. The 2-seed Wisconsin Badgers rolled by the 6-seed Baylor Bears 69-52. Number 1 seed Arizona held off number 4 San Diego State 70-64. And the top overall seed in the tournament, Florida, got a scare from number 4 UCLA, but held off the Bruins 79-68. Now the remaining teams in the Elite Eight will be determined tonight when the second slate of Sweet 16 games get underway. A 1, 2, 3, and 4 all in action tonight. Virginia will take on Michigan State. That's a nightcapper at 10 o'clock, which you get 2 East Coast teams, basically, and you have a 10 o'clock game. 11 seed Tennessee takes on 2 seed Michigan at 7:15. Connecticut and Iowa State at 7:30. And a great matchup at 9:45. We'll see number 8 seed Kentucky and number 4 seed Louisville. So, again, the Elite Eight will be determined. The full slate of Elite Eight games coming up on Sunday.
Now, McGee, we haven't talked to who's your pick for this? I haven't talked to you about this.
Louisville is my champion, and well, if you're talking brackets, okay, I want Louisville and or Florida. I think Florida is the best team in the field by far. And Mark and I were talking before we came on. When they're playing their best basketball, they're the best team in the country. They're deep, and
You and Mark were talking about this.
yeah, before we came on, 7 o'clock hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you were out doing something.
Yeah.
Looking for food, I think, and but yeah, I think they're the best team. I think they're going to win it. Louisville still hasn't played their best basketball yet, so when they do, they're really good. They'll beat Kentucky, I think, tonight. So I'm picking Florida. Yeah.
So you think Florida's going to cut down the nets at the end?
I do.
Which would be amazing. Billy Donovan, probably one of the – I mean, when you talk elite coaches in the country, Billy Donovan's name usually doesn't come up very quickly, but that would be his third national championship, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
They won back-to-back.
It would be. And what would be great to see, which I think we will see, is a Florida-Louisville matchup, and you get to see the protege, because Rick Pitino, of course, coached Billy Donovan at Florida at Providence, and to get to see those two guys square off would make for a great national championship game.
Well,
he may have. He did. I missed that. Well deserved. But I think they'll cut down the nets. I sure do.
I, of course, early on, I mean, prior to even the conference tournaments, said watch out for Michigan State, and everybody jumped on it. So now I sound like a bandwagon person. So I'm just going to shut my mouth and say I don't care who wins. But Izzo is just. I would love to see how he prepares for the NCAA tournament, because even when he doesn't have great teams, there's just something. He understands the tournament and how to prepare kids to play in these quick turnaround games and some of the stuff. And he's just a great tournament coach.
I look at it this way. Tom Izzo would scare me. Michigan State doesn't. But I say that because Tom Izzo is a good enough basketball coach, has been there before. He can get his team ready to make that run. I think they're going to beat Virginia. Although I would love to see Virginia win because I'm a big fan of Tony Bennett's, but I think
that's who I'm pulling for. I'd love that.
Michigan State's playing really good basketball, and Tom Izzo, you're right, likely the best and most experienced coach. You got Pitino and Calipari.
And before we get back to sports, let's go full circle. We made all those jokes. Obviously, there's Badgers in Wisconsin. We didn't even think about that.
That's true.
So if you've got a cat in Wisconsin, you may have some concerns. I think we're all right in North Carolina, but there's some Badgers in Wisconsin.
Yeah. And all right. Wisconsin looking good. But
sports continues.
I wanted to mention, too, that a couple of players that are going to go pro have announced their decision. Tyler Ennis with Syracuse, he's out. Joel Embiid, Kansas, out. Still waiting to hear from T.J. Warren from NC State, and Jabari Parker and Rodney Hood from Duke. Can almost bet that Rodney Hood and Jabari Parker will certainly.
You think Hood will go too?
Oh yeah. I think Hood is just as good of a prospect in my opinion right now as Jabari Parker. So I think he will go. But Duke's going to be okay. They're going to restock next year. T.J. Warren, I think, will end up going as well. But we'll have to wait and see. UNCW has hired Louisville assistant Kevin Keats to be its men's basketball coach. Now, Keats will take the job officially after Louisville finishes up in the tournament. Of course, they play tonight when they take on Kentucky. He replaces Buzz Peterson, who was fired earlier this month.
I've got a friend who lives 2 doors down from Buzz Peterson, and it's like sad over there. I was by his house the other day, and it's very sad.
Really?
Yeah. It's like
Buzz he didn't have a good run.
He lives there, and then Trot Nixon lives right across the street from him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, kind of a nice neighborhood.
I was about to say, it must be a pretty,
Matter of fact, somebody followed me the entire time I was in the neighborhood, so I didn't fit in.
That's sketchy. And if the weather holds up today, which I think it will, to certainly start this game, ECU in Maryland, Baltimore County will get underway at 2 o'clock today. That game time's been moved up because of the weather. The remainder of the weekend schedule will be determined by weather conditions, and you can follow that, I'm sure, on WITN.com, ECUPirates.com. Either way, you will hear what the game times will be for tomorrow and Sunday.
I hear you, brother.
Yep.
561-8255. I think we got a phone call. Did Niles hang with us through the sports there, Michael? Niles.
Yes.
Welcome to Talk of the Town. It's good to hear from you this morning.
Yeah, good morning.
What's on?
I can guarantee you I know where them waste animals are going.
The waste animals?
Yeah, that you were talking about on the radio about the pigs and that stuff.
Oh, those poor chickens that got killed?
And the chickens and all that stuff.
Where did they go?
And the poor, I guarantee they're going to the landfill.
Oh, I don't think they can they? Isn't that some kind of
I've
environmental?
been laid off from the landfill. I used to be a tractor-trailer truck mechanic, and a lot of waste animals get dumped there, and they get thrown in the ground, and that's it.
But is that legal?
I don't think it's legal, but that's what happens.
Oh, and what did you do there? You were a mechanic?
Yeah, I was a mechanic.
So you weren't that little guy that like goes through my trash to see if I have anything?
No, I didn't deal with the trash. I only dealt with the tractor-trailer trucks that hauled the stuff to the landfills.
Well, that would be something if they get me for trying to bring a TV in there, and then they throw 6,000 chickens in there and nobody says anything. That'd be my luck.
You can see them. You just dump it. bulldozer pushes them over and buries them. That's it.
Ugh. Sad. I just feel sorry for those. I know they were going to die.
Now you know
anyway,
where they're all going.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for the insight, Niles. Appreciate it. Keep listening and have a good day. Good weekend.
Yeah, same with you.
Yeah, I had to go to several trips to the dumps a couple weeks ago, and it's like you're like a criminal, man. You know, you go in there, but you know what I found? Is if I have goods, like something that's actually good, like if you have a chair, and it's just, you got enough computer chairs, and you had a computer chair in this old office, and you're like, I could get $5 for a yard sale, but why am I going to do that? You bring that and you put that like in the back of your truck. So when the little inspector comes over, oh, what are you going to do with that chair? Well, would you like? Oh, sure. And then when he takes the chair away, that's when you start putting your paint and your toxic equipment and everything.
So that's how you do it.
Yeah. You bring a little
that's
something.
Clever.
Yeah, you bring a little something that looks right. You know, like a broken Bowflex I brought one time. You know, does that work? Well, you know, I just got sick of using it. Hey, can I have? Sure. And while he's struggling to get it over there, you know, I'm putting pesticides and stuff in there and stuff. So just a little trick.
I almost hate I heard that trick. Now I might have to try that. I almost hate I heard you talk about that. I might have to try that now.
Yeah, we got one place in Carteret County. They have so many dumpsters. I mean, you go in there and they go through and you say, okay, that one goes in that one and that one goes in that one. You spend, I mean, it's like an obstacle course. You're driving your truck around, throwing the different ones. You know, they got one for computers and one for TVs and one for furniture and one for...
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they have one for dead chickens. I'm with Niles. I think they just said, listen, we're taking a break. We're looking the other way.
Yeah, let's
bury your chickens.
That's it.
All right. Let's take a break. 561-8255. That's the number, 561-8255. You're listening to Talk of the Town with Doug Raymond on WTIB 103.7 and Cable Channel 7.
Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage Company will deliver a storage unit to your home or business today. Stallings Storage is the only local company providing mobile storage units 8x15 or 8x10 delivered to your site. If you are remodeling your home or office or need to store merchandise and inventory at your business, you need to call Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage. We deliver, pick up, and store it for you. It's that easy, and there's no need to send your business out of town when your mobile storage needs can be met right here with people you know. Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage is located in Pitt County on Beast Oaks Road. It's a well-secured facility with a live-in manager. Fixed units range from 5 feet by 10 feet to 40 feet by 40 feet. We store boats, cars, anything you need. We are pirate supporting pirates. Call Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage today at 321-2300. That's 321-2300.
It's the #1 for everyone sales event going on now at Greenville Toyota. You've heard of 20% off at the mall and the big retail discount stores, but never before on Toyotas. Greenville Toyota announces up to 20% off MSRP on a huge selection of brand new Toyotas. Plus, get 0% financing on 9 new Toyota models, all with the Greenville Toyota Advantage. And we need your trade, so we'll pay you up to 120% of book value, guaranteed. Don't miss the #1 for everyone sales event with new Toyotas up to 20% off MSRP this month at Greenville Toyota.
Unlock the best life has to offer for generations to come. Introducing the Legacy Membership exclusively at Ironwood Golf and Country Club. As a Legacy member, you'll not only enjoy all the benefits of an active, family-friendly lifestyle, your children and grandchildren will enjoy membership status as well. Belonging to Ironwood is remarkable. Sharing it with your entire family is even better. Become a Legacy member today, only at Ironwood Golf and Country Club. Golf at its finest, life at its fullest.
Sorry.
Oh, hey, and check out that new look from Pepsi.
I don't know why, but today I feel a little bit different. I feel like I woke up this morning and I could change the world. I could change the world. I guess it's true.
At the law firm of Hardy & Hardy, we don't simply take cases. We take your case personally.
I've been in several car accidents, and each time I've turned to Hardy & Hardy for help. They are honest, hardworking, and dependable. I've been satisfied with the conclusion of each case, and I would recommend Wayne and Charles Hardy to my family and friends.
You matter to us.
Protecting the rights of the seriously injured.
Welcome back to Talk of the Town. Let that ride a minute, man. You can't turn that down. Slow ride. Where is Foghat? I mean, all these groups from the 70s, they go on all these reunion tours. Where is Foghat? Every stoner in America had a Foghat shirt. but Foghat hasn't taken advantage of it.
I don't know.
Probably one guy's working at a deli someplace in Piggly Wiggly someplace, but love me some Foghat.
One guy's at a dumpster looking for computer chairs and dead chickens and paint, those kinds of things. He's that
mad
guy.
because the computer monitor has paint all over it.
Yeah.
But the guy's sitting in a nice chair. I'm telling you, I'm going to get some criticism from the environmentalists, but the people that have to go through that are going to say, Doug, that's brilliant. I'm telling you, just on the back of the truck, load your your $5 to $10 garage sale item that you're not going to really have a garage sale on, and they will take that bad boy. And as they go back to that little hut of theirs, that's when you start unloading the toxic stuff.
Because let me tell you what will not work is trying to put that stuff in your trash can that you're given by the city.
No.
That will not work. And I tried that, not really knowing that they don't take it off. They leave you a note saying, we can't haul this off. You don't put this here. Basically saying, you moron, what were you thinking? Don't do this.
You can't put it in the bottom and then put like some kitty litter on top?
If they find it, they're not going to take it. They're going
to go through kitty litter.
And they're going to leave you a note. I'm sure, I had plenty of stuff on top of it. I put sticks and all kinds of things on
you got to put
trash
nasty
I tried to cover it up.
You got to put some kitty litter in there.
Yeah, I didn't do that. Man, you have done this
baby
before.
diapers.
You are experienced with this, aren't you?
Baby diapers.
Baby diapers.
They ain't digging through a baby diaper to find out if you got
I had the dogs, mess in the trash bags over top of it, and they still wouldn't take it off.
Okay. Or a dead chicken.
Or I didn't try a dead chicken.
All right. So. We've digressed. We're coming up to the bottom of the hour here. After that, we're going to have a guest in studio. Jessica Jewell is going to join us, and she's going to talk about, what is it, the diabetes...
there's a big walk coming up tomorrow at the convention center.
It's a big walk.
2014 Greenville Walk for Diabetes, I believe.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That'll be a slow ride. So we'll talk to her about that and about the fundraising opportunity that is. And, of course, in addition to that, the awareness of diabetes. Sure. So many people struggle with that disease.
Millions.
And
Jessica has it. As a matter of fact, she has type 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll talk to her about that as well. And, Mark, we appreciate you staying with us through the whole show. You have added color and excitement, which is what we're all about.
I appreciate it.
And hope to see you again real soon. It seems like I'm always in on Fridays, and you're always in on Fridays. So
yeah, it's a good thing.
We're becoming kind of the A team or the I team or something.
We're classing the joint up.
I think so. So thanks so much for staying.
You bet.
And we're going to hit a bottom of the hour break here. And when we come back, Jessica Jewell will talk about the diabetes walk right here in Greenville coming up. You're listening to Talk of the Town on WTIB 103.7 and cable channel 7.
Welcome to Truck Month at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Lease the new 2014 Ram 1500 for just $199 a month. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep across from the Cracker Barrel in Greenville.
Many people in eastern North Carolina suffer from diabetes. The question is, can the disease be managed before it causes harm? Are there lifestyle changes that can help prevent it in the first place? And can a health system really make a difference? At Vidant Health, we're empowering people with tools and resources to detect and manage chronic disease. Can diabetes education and management help members of your family lead healthier lives? The answer is definitely yes.
Here is a check from Out of Sight.
Sorry.
Oh, hey, and check out that new look from Pepsi.
I don't know why, but today I feel a little bit different. I feel like I woke up this morning and I could change the world.
Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage Company will deliver a storage unit to your home or business today. Stallings Storage is the only local company providing mobile storage units 8x15 or 8x10 delivered to your site. If you are remodeling your home or office or need to store merchandise and inventory at your business, you need to call Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage. We deliver, pick up, and store it for you. It's that easy, and there's no need to send your business out of town when your mobile storage needs can be met right here with people you know. Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage is located in Pitt County on Beast Oaks Road. It's a well-secured facility with a live-in manager. Fixed units range from 5 feet by 10 feet to 40 feet by 40 feet. We store boats, cars, anything you need. We are Pirate supporting pirates. Call Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage today at 321-2300. That's 321-2300.
When you're on the go, it's Trade Wilco. No matter where you go in Eastern Carolina, there's sure to be an attractive and always clean Trade Wilco Hess station nearby. For the absolute lowest prices on gas, groceries, and travel necessities, stop at any of the Trade Wilco Hess stations throughout Eastern Carolina. Keep your eyes on the road, but remember to look for the green and white Hess sign. The best part? No one supports the ECU Pirates more. So when you're on the go, it's Trade Wilco.
Come see Eastern North Carolina's largest selection of Jeeps here at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive the all-new 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee for just $349 a month. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep across from the Cracker Barrel in Greenville.
Welcome back to Talk of the Town. I'm Doug Raymond. Our resident musical expert in there, Michael, comes rushing out of the booth to tell me that Foghat put out a new album last year. Well, whoever their promoter is stinks because I didn't hear anything about it. If I can hook you up with some Foghat tickets, you going with me, McGee?
You'd have to make it really worth it. You have to throw in something extra besides just the tickets.
Listen, you go to a Foghat concert, you're going to get something extra, buddy.
You're probably right.
You're going to get a cultural experience, trust me. 561-8255, 561-8255 is the number.
And yes. Can I mention, too, this just came in. We were talking about the ECU series today.
Yeah.
It'll be a doubleheader today, starting at 2 o'clock. Now, the original schedule had ECU and UNMBC playing at 2 o'clock today, then 2 o'clock tomorrow, and then Sunday's game will be a doubleheader today. Game 2, 45 minutes following Game 1 today. So 2 games today on the slate for ECU.
The sun is out, the sky is blue. Let's play 2.
That's just how it was written, just like you said it right there.
But they're actually doing it to try to beat the storm. So
they are.
So
just wanted to go ahead and throw that in.
Whose quote was that? The sun is out, the sky is blue. Let's play 2.
I don't know. Michael knows.
Michael, who was it? Huh?
Dear Prudence.
Dear Prudence? What the heck are you talking about?
Sky is out, sun is blue.
You think the Beatles had a song about doubleheader?
No.
You've lost your mind.
No.
Mr. Cub.
Oh, Harry Carey?
No, Mr. Cub. Ernie Banks. Ernie Banks, Mr. Cub.
Gotcha, okay.
Wow, that didn't go well.
Yeah.
That's kind of like when we have our genius quiz. I mean, you just got to give so many hints. All right, yes. And we need to move on because we have a guest in studio, and we're very happy to have, boy, there's a lot of things we can say about her. She's an ECU junior, and she's an intern with the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation here in Greenville. And she's here today to tell us about the Walk to Cure Diabetes. So, Jessica Jewell, welcome to Talk of the Town. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
And we're going to talk about diabetes, of course, but I'm going to put the pressure on you because you are an aspiring broadcaster. Is that correct?
That's right.
What is your... Are you favoring radio or television, or?
I'm favoring television at this point.
Okay. Well, we're doing both here. You're aware of that.
Right.
Okay. I'm doing radio. Other people do television. I never look at the camera, but we do have that here. So maybe before we go, we'll let you do a little audition, and we'll send it over to Mark, and
awesome.
That'll be your next internship. All right. Tell us about the Walk to Cure Diabetes, and in particular why it's important to you, because you told me as you were sitting down that you actually, what is it, you have type 1 diabetes?
Yes, sir, that's right.
Okay. Let's start off with that. Tell me about what kind of adjustments you have to make to your life having type 1 diabetes.
Right. So I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was 3 years old. So that's really my earliest memory in life. I don't know anything different. On average, I test my blood sugar about 10 times a day. So if you calculate that with the last 17 years that I've been a diabetic, that's over 62,000 times I've pricked my finger just up to this date. My life is a constant balancing act with trying to maintain safe blood sugar levels and also giving myself the appropriate amount of insulin. And then throw in some juggling with things like stress, classwork, exercise, illness, all things that impact my blood sugar. It's really a full-time job, and if you know any type 1 diabetic, you know that, because if you let go and you don't focus on it as much, then that could have serious impacts on your health, not only now, but in the future.
What about your friends? I mean, you come into college, you've got a roommate, you immediately make some friends. Do you tell them about it and say, hey, listen, this is some of the things that can happen. This is, if this were to happen, this is what you need to do, or don't, I know a little bit about it, but I mean, tell me some of the things that you told them so they wouldn't either be freaking out or they would know what to do if you had an incident.
Right. Well, usually with my friends, my close friends, things other than like classmates, I usually just go ahead and tell them about it, because one of the things that's so important about being a type 1 diabetic is having a support system and people that know about it, so that if something were to go wrong, they can help take care of you. So luckily, a lot of my friends already knew about it, but type 1 diabetes, as a lot of people may not know, there is no known cause for it, and at this time, there's no cure. And I just told them there's so many bad side effects of your blood sugar going high or low. I can't think straight. I'm not able to drive a car, things like that. So it's really scary, but it's great to have a support system for people to look out for me and say, hey, maybe you need to check your blood sugar. Something might be off here. So people really help me out.
At times they might see you a little bit lethargic and they would say something.
Correct.
And if it's the other way, what would a symptom be if you were on the other direction?
I get really irritable. And I'm just not myself. I know
a lot of women
person.
with type 1 diabetes, apparently.
Well, no, not exactly, but it's very scary, though.
Well, and I'm not going to make light of it, but in a way, McGee, you remember the Seinfeld episode when the old dude died on his couch and they thought he might have been diabetic and started trying to shove a cookie down his throat? Is that the type of stuff? If you were to pass out, do they need to give you chocolate or something like that? Is that one of the things you would tell them?
Pretty much, basically. We actually have a lot of informational sheets that I used to take to my teachers in high school and stuff. So I've shared that with some of my closest friends and my roommates and stuff. I have a glucagon where if I were to go into a seizure, I would need to have that. Mm-hmm. And I've always told my roommates where it is in case they would need it. So it's a harsh reality, but it's something
there really is a lot to it, but it sounds like you're handling it very well, and it's great. All right, let's talk a little bit about the Walk to Cure Diabetes and what that event is and how it's going to raise both funds and awareness about the disease.
Okay, so the Walk to Cure Diabetes is being held in Greenville tomorrow, Saturday, March 29th. Registration starts at 9:30, and the walk itself begins at 11 a.m. It's at the Greenville Convention Center, and we have a 3-mile route and a 1.5-mile route. We've got a lot of activities and family-friendly entertainment going on. We're providing everyone with lunch. There's no cost associated with registration, but of course we welcome donations because all donations to JDRF go to support type 1 diabetes research. And like I said, there's no cure at this time for that. So every single dollar, every single person out there to support this event is so beneficial to the cause.
Great. And that event is when?
Tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Okay, and is there a website or a phone number or anything that people can call for more information?
Right. They can go to jdrf.org and search for the Greenville Walk and find out.
Okay, and what are we going to do about weather? Is this a rain or shine event? Or
rain or shine.
Rain or shine, you're going to walk. Okay, well, great. I like the commitment to it. And the funds raised, what types of things does that go toward as far as helping with the cause?
Right, so it all goes to, like I said, type 1 diabetes research, but that is not only going towards trying to find a cure, but also towards improving management and care for people with type 1 diabetes. So things that they funded just in my lifetime, because of the research that they've done, I'm not sitting here giving myself shots 5 times a day. I have an insulin pump that continuously gives me a drip of insulin basically all day long. They have a continuous glucose monitor now that's relatively new, so you don't have to prick your fingers many times a day. So it's incredible the things that they've been
And
able
even
to
the
do.
stuff now that pricks your fingers isn't as bad as it used to be, is it? I mean, the little, it doesn't hurt as bad, right? And it doesn't make your fingers as calloused and things like that.
Right, exactly. And even my my meter when I was little, you would have to prick your finger, put the blood on it, and it would take 30 seconds for it to process what your blood sugar is. And now it takes me 5 seconds. So.
Okay, one more time, give them the information, time, date, where they can find out more information, and then we're going to let you do an audition and see if we can help you on your career.
Okay, so it's tomorrow, Saturday, March 29th. Registration begins at 9:30. The walk begins at 11 a.m., and it's at the Greenville Convention Center. And you can go to jdrf.org to find out more.
Okay, terrific.
And Jessica, too, there's a goal you guys are trying to reach in regard to dollars raised. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, that's right.
And is it 139,700?
Yes,
Is that the
sir.
goal? And you're 30, so you're getting there. So I'm looking on your website right now, jdrf.org, and seeing what you guys have raised. So good luck with that. My aunt's a diabetic, so hope it all goes well.
If Henry's back in town, he could probably take care of that himself.
Yeah, sure he could.
Give Big Hen a call and tell him I said that whatever you're lacking at the end of the race that he's supposed to pick up.
Hey, that'd be great.
Now, I'm serious now. You don't have to do this because this is definitely putting you on the spot. But you say you're a broadcast major over there. ECU got a fine broadcast school.
Absolutely.
Let me before she goes, Doug. I was also a communication major, and I've heard how much better the communication program has changed and evolved since I was in school there. So I'm certain Jessica will be better than what I would have done if I were in that chair 10 years ago.
That's an important disclaimer because if you would have just said, "Oh, by the way, I was an ECU communications major," I probably would have told her, let's not do this.
Yeah.
But that's just a joke. I love McGee. All right. But I mean, so you're a junior, so you're fairly far down the road.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll give you your choice. You can read the weather, or you can read part of a press release from Senator Burr on some new data about autism. Well, I'll give you your choice. What do you want to do?
I'm good for either one.
Oh. What do you think? What do you think, McGee? Let's throw some.
Let's go with the weather because there's the press release you can just read it off. But let's see how she does the weather.
Yeah, let's see if she can do a little ad-libbing in the weather and make people feel a little bit better about a crappy forecast.
In fact, this will go well because weather's brought to you by Suddenlink, and I'll do that copy when you get done. How about that?
Hey, that's perfect. That's what you do. You read the weather, and then you say, weather is sponsored by, and throw it to McGee. Yeah, Make sure we got some tape rolling on this, Michael. This could be broadcast history. If she goes on to be like, Katie Couric or something, this would be her first thing, and we will sell the crap out of it on eBay. So make sure you got the tape rolling on it right now, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, Jessica Jewell with weather.
All right, so today it's cloudy with occasional showers this afternoon. The high is 72, winds south at 10 to 20 miles per hour, chance of rain 60%. It's a lot warmer this morning than it was yesterday, so that's great. Tonight, showers this evening, becoming a steady rain overnight, low around 60. Winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour, and a chance of rain 70%. Rainfall around ½ an inch. Tomorrow, the day of the walk to cure diabetes, might I add. Rain and thunderstorms. A few storms may be severe. High of 69. Winds south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain 80%. That will be after the walk, hopefully. And then tomorrow night, thunderstorms in the evening and cloudy with rain likely overnight. Low 52. And Sunday, showers, highs in the mid-50s and lows in the low 40s. Monday, more sun than clouds, highs in the mid-60s and lows in the mid-40s. The weather is sponsored by...
That's well done. Wow. Suddenlink. And if you can switch up to Suddenlink now and get SL200 HD TV and 15 meg internet for only $59 per month. Also, Suddenlink home phone is available for just $10 a month. And with unlimited long distance plus E911 location capabilities, Suddenlink is where it's at. Get Suddenlink's 30-day money back, and we promise guarantees. No contract required. 12-month price guarantee. Get Suddenlink's best product lineup by switching up today. Call Suddenlink 1-866-432-1184, 1-866-432-1184, or visit Suddenlink.com. And some VOD movies coming out this week. We have, or that just came out, American Hustle. I have not seen. I want to see it here. It's really good. Frozen, Saving Mr. Banks, and Walking with Dinosaurs. That's more of a kids movie. I believe that's coming out. So a lot of good things happening right now with Suddenlink.
Well, I think we have 3.5 broadcast professionals in here. I'd consider myself a half. I mean, what's the consensus? I think Jessica did pretty good.
I think she did awesome.
Thank you.
Guys, behind the glass, what do you think? We getting thumbs up back there? All right. Well, great job. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Hope the walk goes well tomorrow, and I hope that is the springboard to a great career for you. And as I said, we will exploit it in any way possible if it is possible. So thanks so much for being with us, and look forward to seeing you again. We're going to take a break. 561-8255, 561-8255. You are listening to Talk of the Town. We'll do television auditions. You never know what you're going to get here in hour number 2 of Talk of the Town on WTIB 103.7 and cable channel 7.
Welcome to Truck Month at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Lease the new 2014 Ram 1500 for just $199 a month. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep across from the Cracker Barrel in Greenville.
When you're on the go, it's Trade Wilco. No matter where you go in Eastern Carolina, there's sure to be an attractive and always clean Trade Wilco Hess station nearby. For the absolute lowest prices on gas, groceries, and travel necessities, stop at any of the Trade Wilco Hess stations throughout Eastern Carolina. Keep your eyes on the road, but remember to look for the green and white Hess sign. The best part? No one supports the ECU Pirates more. So when you're on the go, it's Trade Wilco.
Oh,
Sorry.
hey, and check out that new look from Pepsi.
I don't know why, but today I feel a little bit different. I feel like I woke up this morning and I could change the world. I could change the world. I guess it's true.
Many people in eastern North Carolina suffer from diabetes. The question is, can the disease be managed before it causes harm? Are there lifestyle changes that can help prevent it in the first place? And can a health system really make a difference? At Vidant Health, we're empowering people with tools and resources to detect and manage chronic disease. Can diabetes education and management help members of your family lead healthier lives? The answer is definitely yes.
Top Dog Academy is Eastern North Carolina's complete dog training facility. Top Dog provides an excellent environment for dogs of all ages with training services and work week daycare. Top Dog is located on Highway 43 South, just 4 miles from Bells Fork, and features a comfortable, healthy environment and a spacious facility for daycare and a brand new, beautiful facility for training. Call 752-8215 or visit TopDogOnline.com.
Come on out Highway 43 South to Top Dog Academy, where we know dogs.
Unlock the best life has to offer for generations to come. Introducing the Legacy Membership exclusively at Ironwood Golf and Country Club. As a Legacy member, you'll not only enjoy all the benefits of an active, family-friendly lifestyle, your children and grandchildren will enjoy membership status as well. Belonging to Ironwood is remarkable. Sharing it with your entire family is even better. Become a Legacy member today, only at Ironwood Golf and Country Club. Golf at its finest, life at its fullest.
Come see Eastern North Carolina's largest selection of Jeeps here at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive the all-new 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee for just $349 a month. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep across from the Cracker Barrel in Greenville.
Welcome back to Talk of the Town. I'm Doug Raymond, sitting in for Henry Hinton on WTIB 103.7 and cable channel 7. And I'm telling you, I'm a horrible person. Because, first of all, Jessica did a great job. She really did. That was just like off the cuff. Hey, you want to try this? She did really good. But see, you know what my thought is? She's going to do that. This show's replayed enough. You know, maybe they'll tape it or something, and she'll show it to her friends, and that'll be nice. But what my thought would be, how could we make this go viral? So she's doing an interview about that she's a diabetic, you know, and things can happen right in the middle of a newscast. If she just would have got a little bit woozy or like banged her head on the microphone or something, you know, and like chocolate. I mean, we could have gone viral if we would have gone that way.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
But then that might have been mocking diabetes and the foundation she's working for, and that probably wouldn't be the best choice, which I'm known for not making the best choices.
Yeah, probably not.
Hence, our phone call. I think I'm about to get in trouble because there's somebody from some some landfill board or something here I think is going to get on me. Clyde, welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm ready to be handcuffed.
Well, I'm not going to handcuff you, but let's get the name right first. My name is Clark.
Clark. They told me Clyde. I'm sorry.
I know, and I told him twice it was Clark, but he apparently didn't hear me.
Well,
Clark, he has bad hearing in both ears, by the way.
You get what you pay for.
All right, no problem there. I just would like to comment on a couple of things that was mentioned. Number one, the gentleman that called and said that the pigs and the chickens were spread all over his landfill, that I find to be rather distasteful. We have a special day of the week that we dig a separate pit on the top of our mound to take all dead animals. And that is the only day of the week that we will accept animals. And they are
I didn't even know you accepted animals at all. That's interesting.
Oh, yeah. Where would you put them?
Well, that's always the thing, because when you, and a horrible thing to talk about, when your pet does die, and then, we know that we're not supposed to be burying them in our backyards anymore, and then, so your other choice is the vet, and then they charge you for that, but I guess you could actually wrap the animal, and then there's a certain day of the week that you could bring it to the landfill and say, this is what this is,
and basically we're dealing with our bigger dog pounds and our Humane Society and places like that.
Right.
And they're all briefed. They know exactly what day and at what time, very specific time, because these animals are treated with respect. They're placed in the hole, and then they're immediately covered up. And if somebody should come late with their animals, they're going to have to take them back to their refrigerator and hold on to them for a week, and then bring them the following week.
Well, that's
because
interesting.
We're very, very strict about this.
And in what was his Niles? I think Niles doesn't work there anymore, so I don't think he was saying he was assuming that that's what they had done with them, but I don't think he was saying that they had brought them to a particular landfill. But
his comment was that he saw them.
Yeah.
So I know, but I'm not going to be critical of another landfill. Our landfill in Carteret County. And I happen to be the chairman of the board, and I'm going to extend to you a very personal invitation to come and look our landfill over.
No, I have.
I think your irreverence will be changed somewhat after you see our state-of-the-art facility. Primarily, we also produce electricity from the methane that is generated off of the landfill.
Right.
We have 47 dedicated employees who are interested in doing one thing. That's accepting your trash and doing it in a professional manner. And I do extend this invitation to you, and I would like very much for you to come.
Okay, well, I will tell you that I haven't been to the landfill. I haven't been to the landfill. I've been to the, what do you call the sites? There's a name for the sites.
Well, you got, the landfill is in Tuscarora.
Right.
You've probably been to, well, you've already told me where you've been. You've been to the big...
the one in Newport, out on...
Convenience center, the big convenience center in, off of Hibbs Road.
Yeah. Yeah, and they have...
That's the one I attend. That's the one I go to also.
Yeah, and I mean, they do...
It's well done, and it's very nicely maintained.
And
I have nothing to do with the convenience centers. My only responsibility is to the county commissioners to see to it that our landfill in Tuscarora is run in a very professional manner. And I'll tell you what, it is.
Okay. So you're responsible to the county commissioners?
I am.
I know a lot of them, so don't be too rough on me.
And I've been on that board now for over 15 years.
I did not know that. And I will say that, much of what I was saying was in jest, as light humor here, but the it is a problem when you have so many of these things that are considered toxic, and you got to put them, handle them in different ways. So, but the landfill is in Tuscarora.
The landfill is in Tuscarora. It is a state-of-the-art. Our professionals that are operating that landfill do a superb job. And it has, I must admit, It has made my job as more or less an overseer extremely easy, because we got some real pros out there. And we just recently looked over our long-range goals. And one of the big things that we're trying very desperately to do, and we seem to be falling short on this area, is public relations and the ability to get people to think of our landfill as, out of sight, out of mind. If everything's working fine, then nobody knows a thing about it. But when something goes wrong, then we really catch it. But
obviously, I could be the one to help you with public relations.
In trying to get as many people out there to see what we have and what we're doing as we can get. And therefore, you as a public figure would be a big help to us.
Okay, I may do. Obviously, my schedule's pretty busy, but when I have some time, I would love to come and tour the landfill and see the operation. And continuing along my humorous line, do you get anything? You get to take anything with you when you leave? I mean, you have a gift shop there?
Well, no. To my knowledge, no. But I tell you what, we do. You can take with you if you'd like. Every December, we have an oyster roast. And you are cordially invited.
You have an oyster roast at the landfill?
Oyster roast. I beg your pardon?
You have an oyster roast at the landfill?
In our big garage, we have about 150, 200 people there every year, and we invite all the dignitaries and all of the county commissioners and town mayors and everything else, and we come in and we stuff ourselves with oysters.
Okay.
And let me tell you something. The boys that put this thing on are all employees of the landfill, and they do a superb job.
Well, and I'm sure they do, and I hope
you would have an opportunity to really see how well things are operated during that period of time.
Well, I appreciate your call, and we're running up against the clock, but I appreciate the invitation. I may just take you up on that. But listen, I would be remiss if I didn't ask you this. You're telling at the oyster roast, what do you smell more, the oysters or the landfill?
Nope, you don't smell the landfill.
Okay.
The landfill does not smell. The only time that we have any troubles is in the wintertime.
All right, Clark. Gotta go.
When we have when the ground
Many
cover
people in eastern North Carolina suffer from diabetes. The question is, can the disease be managed before it causes harm? Are there lifestyle changes that can help prevent it in the first place? And can a health system really make a difference? At Vidant Health, we're empowering people with tools and resources to detect and manage chronic disease. Can diabetes education and management help members of your family lead healthier lives? The answer is definitely yes.
Here is a check from Out of Sight.
Sorry.
Oh, hey, and check out that new look from Pepsi.
I don't know why, but today I feel a little bit different. I feel like I woke up this morning and I can change the world. I can change the world. I guess it's true.
At the law firm of Hardy & Hardy, we don't simply take cases. We take your case personally.
I've been in several car accidents, and each time I've turned to Hardy & Hardy for help. They are honest, hardworking, and dependable. I've been satisfied with the conclusion of each case, and I would recommend Wayne and Charles Hardy to my family and friends.
You matter to us.
Protecting the rights of the seriously injured.
It's the #1 for everyone sales event going on now at Greenville Toyota. You've heard of 20% off at the mall and the big retail discount stores, but never before on Toyotas. Greenville Toyota announces up to 20% off MSRP on a huge selection of brand new Toyotas. Plus, get 0% financing on 9 new Toyota models, all with the Greenville Toyota Advantage. And we need your trade, so we'll pay you up to 120% of book value, guaranteed. Don't miss the #1 for everyone sales event with new Toyotas up to 20% off MSRP this month at Greenville Toyota.
Unlock the best life has to offer for generations to come. Introducing the Legacy Membership exclusively at Ironwood Golf and Country Club. As a Legacy member, you'll not only enjoy all the benefits of an active, family-friendly lifestyle, your children and grandchildren will enjoy membership status as well. Belonging to Ironwood is remarkable. Sharing it with your entire family is even better. Become a Legacy member today, only at Ironwood Golf and Country Club. Golf at its finest, life at its fullest.
When you're on the go, it's Trade Wilco. No matter where you go in Eastern Carolina, there's sure to be an attractive and always clean Trade Wilco Hess station nearby. For the absolute lowest prices on gas, groceries, and travel necessities, stop at any of the Trade Wilco Hess stations throughout Eastern Carolina. Keep your eyes on the road, but remember to look for the green and white Hess sign. The best part? No one supports the ECU Pirates more. So when you're on the go, it's Trade Wilco.